everybody, happy holidays and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to do another pound cake recipe, you guys, and I was going to do just my regular red velvet pound cake, but I decided to do something different today. So we're going to do my red velvet and brownies pound cake. We love red velvet cake. We love brownies. Why not put both of them together? Both of them together. And we're gonna do a red velvet brownie pound cake. Now you guys, I've seen just the plain red velvet brownies. So I say, well, we can do the pound cake too. How about that, okay? So the recipe will be in the description box below. But if by chance you wanted to do this recipe and you didn't want to do the brownies, you just wanted the red velvet, you do the exact same recipe and just omit the brownies, okay? It's just that simple. So we are going to use, for this recipe, I'll be using my cake flour as usual. I will be using buttermilk, and that's what, just in case some folk don't know the difference in the milk. I'm not using the regular whole milk. We are using buttermilk, okay? And we have the regular granulated sugar here. We'll need a little bit of white distilled vinegar. We will be using some pure vanilla extract. Just a little dash of salt. We will need some eggs and butter. Then we'll need some Hershey's. This is the unsweetened Hershey's cocoa. And of course you can't do the red velvet without the red food coloring. And you guys, I am going to use the Hershey's cocoa this time. You know, when I did my green velvet, I didn't do the cocoa because I wanted it to stay that vibrant green color. But today I'm going to use the Hershey's cocoa for the red velvet. And then for the brownie part, you guys, it's really simple, just brownie mix. Now I prefer to use the Chewy fudge brownies, okay? And you just mix it up according to the box. That's all you have to do. Mix up the brownie mix according to the directions that are on the box. And I don't know that we're going to use, I don't think we're going to use quite this whole box inside the cake. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling when I get to that part. And then we're going to do, I like a very thick glaze because I do not like to have to ice in a cake. I don't like sitting there, but I just don't. Okay, so when I do a glaze, normally I do, if I'm wanting a lot of, if I want the cake to kind of seem like it's been iced, I do a very thick glaze, okay? And I have some glaze left from when I did my, the green velvet cheesecake, and I will link that here if you want to go back and check out that recipe. But I have some left, some cream cheese icing from that recipe, so I might need to make a little bit more, maybe not. If I do, to make my cream cheese, I use powdered sugar, I use cream cheese, and we use a little butter, okay? Now, as usual, so I will not have to try and talk over this mixer, I'm going to start by adding my butter, okay? Adding all of my butter, and then I'm going to add my sugar. And I'm going to cream my butter and my sugar until it becomes fluffy. Okay, and once it becomes fluffy, I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. Add my eggs one at a time, and as I add those, I'm going to make sure that once I add the first egg, it's going to incorporate good before I add the second egg. Now you guys, sometimes every once in a while I'm trying to get those eggs in, two of them will slip in. I try real hard to kind of pull that my measuring cup back so two won't slip in, but it happens sometimes, and if it does, that's fine. But just make sure that you mix it up in between each egg, okay? And then after I mix up my eggs, you're going to see me multitasking while I am mixing up this cake, because I don't want to just wait until I do get something done or the eggs creamed, the butter and sugar creamed before I start working on something else. So I'm going to multitask while I'm mixing up this cake. After I add that last egg and it's incorporated very, very good, then I'm going to add my vinegar and my vanilla, okay? Now while I'm mixing all of this up, again, I'm going to be multitasking, and you're going to see me add all of my dry ingredients, my other dry ingredients. I need my cocoa, my baking powder, I'm sorry, not baking powder, my baking soda, and what else I need? I need my salt, where is it? And my salt. Is that it? I'm going to mix that up inside of my flour mixture and get that ready to go in. So you'll see me multitasking and doing that while everything else is mixing up, okay? So now I'm ready to get started creaming this butter and sugar and adding my eggs. right. And also, when you're mixing up a cake, you need to make sure that you are scraping down your bowl quite often. I don't really do that too much because you can see that my bowl has a scraper on the inside, so it scrapes as it's mixing. So that's why I don't do that as often as I would if I were using my other mixer that doesn't have the scraper. Okay, so now we're getting ready to add the flour mixture to the butter mixture, and we're going to alternate, and we're going to end with the flour. So as we're alternating the flour with the buttermilk, towards the end of that, I'm going to add in my red food coloring. Okay. finished mixing this beautiful bread batter. Now we're going to get it in the cake pan. That beautiful red batter. So what we're going to do is just get it in the cake pan, and we have mixed up our brownie mix, and we're going to add that as well. I've already thoroughly sprayed my cake pan using Baker's Joy. Guys, it works like a charm. So we're starting with our red velvet mixture. And we're going to add some of our brownie mixture. Cake batter mixture. Let me spread this out just a little bit before I add another layer of the brownie mixture. We're going to kind of smooth this out. And I'm going to take a knife and just kind of run through the batter. You want to swirl it just a little bit. That's enough. Making sure it's even. Get this batter off my hands. Okay, and now I'm just going to kind of hit my cake pan, trying to get any air bubbles to release. Okay, now we're going to bake this on 325 degrees for about an hour and 20 minutes. This cake has cooked about an hour and 35 minutes in my oven. Isn't that pretty? So now we have to let her sit and cool for about 10 minutes before we flip her. While the cake was baking, I had mentioned that I had some leftover cream cheese icing from when I did my green velvet cream cheese pound cake. So I had this sitting, I took it out of the refrigerator and had it sitting on the back of the stove so it could, you know, loosen up again, because it was pretty stiff because it had been sitting in the refrigerator. So, look at that, you guys. Look at that brownie mix. Mixed all up in there. So now I'm just going to glaze this. And then let it sit for a little while before we dig into it. Look, you guys. Oh, absolutely gorgeous and delicious. Oh, yo. I like to add extra glaze on mine.
Let me taste it.
Here he come. Here he come.
I want to taste it. What is this one?
Oh,
That's a chocolate layer up there.
that's brownie.
Oh, let me taste it. I want to taste the brownie.
This is how you be acting with your food. Okay, here.
I'll give you a big knife and cut me. You got more brownie than cake. It's like you said yourself. It's like you don't want me to have none of it.
Oh, how you act with your stuff?
I get my stuff away.
Oh, yeah. We love brownies. We love red velvet. I mean,
These do taste like brownies and red velvet.
that's what it is.
This is a brown velvet.
Well, y'all, Merry Christmas. Christmas is coming. Okay, sir, that's mine. I know I'm not gonna eat all of this here for real. I'm really not. Anyway, thank you guys. If you enjoyed this video, y'all try this. I mean, you got the best of both worlds: the brownie and the red velvet. Honey,
It's good.
what you say? Yes, sir. I'm not gonna eat all this. Anyway,
You keep saying you're not gonna eat it all, but you keep eating it all.
yeah.
I'll just get my own. You can have yours.
I'm trying.
I'm gonna eat all. I'm gonna eat all mine.
I'm trying.
I'm gonna eat all mine. You do.
Well, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it.
Hit the nosy.
Hit the nose. No, what's the nose?
The
The subscribe
notification.
button.
It's the notification button. When
Shake something, you turn on the bell.
Yeah. When
That's the notification button. Turn on the bell. Subscribing is hitting the nose. So y'all know when we upload no video, okay?
Yeah. See, when we say hitting the nosy, what we're saying is, if you want to know what's going on, if you want to know what we're doing here, you need to why you eat mine? That's just selfish. God don't like when you do that. He get mad sometimes. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really wish I could give y'all something. Open your mouth real wide. Open real wide.
This is good.
Look at that. See that brownie right there?
Give me those. I heard him tell me. I heard him say, "Give it to me."
You want that?
Give it to
You're
me.
not gonna eat it. Your stomach gonna be hurting.
That's okay. I'll give you. So put it right there. They don't want it.
We already look forward to you joining us again next time.
Bye.
Bye. Stop.
I thought you were gonna give it to me.
Bye. You thought like
No,
lit.
a lot of them people
You
give
thought
me.
like lit.
You lied to
Bye,
them.
y'all.